I think the next two battles are the toughest in the entire Union campaign. And we have over $500,000, but we need to get these 23,000 men built into the army. I can bring a total of 30 units, and I want to bring every single man in, if that's 30 units or not. So I just played an army organization perk, and what that's going to do is I'm going to build my units up to 2,500. So this is going to be really a challenge because I don't have that many units, and I want to build every unit to 2,500 or as close to 2,500. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to move my 4 divisions into First Corps. So I need, if I want to bring all these units into battle, it has to be, I think, 20 and 10. And one of the big things is I have a 2-star, and I'm going to play these 2 perks for my 2-star. I like those 2 perks, so I'm going to play those 2. And we're going to load this 1st division up. And I'm putting these guys kind of in order, so it's going to be easy for me to place my generals. I want to take all the generals out and put them in order. All of the first 3 division commanders I want to be the best generals in the army. Probably the 1st division commander of 2nd Corps is going to be really good. 4th division is always kind of a scrubby unit, and then this game doesn't always come in the way you think it would. Anyway, I'm putting these brigadier generals in by rank. And so if you take them out and then you put them back in, they'll be sorted by rank order for you. For the artillery units, I'm going to leave colonels. And the reason is because my artillery will turn colonels into generals. And I still need to think about building an officer corps. But if you look at this, I already have a complete First Corps made up of brigadier generals and colonels, which is very, very cool. I could almost play the rest of the game with just brigadiers and colonels in here, but I would like to have 2 stars probably well, I'll eventually have 3 stars. 3-star generals will be my division commanders. So, top off all the artillery. And I had to have lost a gun in that last battle. I had to have lost a cannon at Shiloh. So I'm going to recheck. Maybe I misread the screen at the end of the campaign. I thought it said I didn't lose any guns, but I did. I lost a gun. So what I'm doing is I don't want to lose too much efficiency. I mean, I'm going to lose some. I'm going to lose some efficiency by going to 2,500, but there is kind of a cutoff. So what I'll do is I'll kind of go back and forth and say, how many veterans do I want to buy? And I'm at this point, because I'm going to 2,500, I'm willing to spend a little money to hold on to some efficiency. Maybe a couple hundred veterans per unit just to hold on to some extra points of efficiency. That's going to be expensive, but the total cost was not that horrible. $200,000 to put 23,000 men into these units and buff all these units up to 2,500. Not that horrible. And I did have to buy some weapons. So, part of it was weapon costs. 23,000 is a lot, and I don't have 23,000 extra rifles. So, that's a huge jump in unit size. But it will allow me to take every man I have into battle and have the largest army possible. And I will get all of these people into units. So that is going to happen. I've decided to take this 6-pounder unit up to 24. I kind of like my 6-pounders at 24. I know everything in the blogs say don't do that, but I just like doing it. I guess it makes, I guess I just like seeing full batteries of 24 pounders. And I've played a lot of campaigns where all of my batteries were 24. I keep, even in this campaign, I'll keep pushing my batteries up in size, and end up with 500 guns in my army. It's I just like a lot of artillery, and I think when you get up to 50, 60 efficiency, the units are going to perform well. Maybe the blogs are right, and you should stop at 14. I don't know. I just can't resist pouring more guns into my batteries. So what I'm really surprised about is I didn't lose much efficiency with these units. Each one of these units got what it looks like about 700 men poured in, mostly raw recruits, and the loss in efficiency was only, it looks like on average, about 3 points. So that's not bad, going from an army of 2,000 per to 2,500 per is, that's actually, that one just went up in efficiency, and so did that one. Yeah, you have to think about, there was a battle, all these units went up in efficiency, and then I put raw recruits in, and they went down in efficiency. It's the net difference, not how much we lose by pouring 700 men into the unit. So I don't know. It's at the end of this, we're going to have really a very large, very powerful army for what we're trying to do. I do spend money on a bunch of 1855s, which costs me, I guess I buy almost 1,000 1855s, which is very painful. And I have to buy some 1842s. I don't think I'm going to take that farmer in. I think I end up taking all rebores and 1842s, and I end up having to spend some money. Here I'm thinking about taking a sniper unit. As you're about to see, I'm not going to take it. I end up dissolving it. Snipers require a lot of micromanagement. I have a bunch of 12-pound howitzers, which are really good at lowering enemy morale, and they're free, so I go ahead and create a battery of those. I'll just put all the free guns in the field. That colonel will get some nice experience. And I will swap out the 12-pound howitzers for Napoleons. Although, really, the Napoleons aren't that much better. Neither one of them are going to... Napoleons do not inflict massive casualties. So there I went ahead and splurged for 1855s, and then I passed down the palmettos, and that frees up some 1842s. So my best rebore unit will get 1842s. And I'm just going to dissolve these and then merge them all together again. So how many reboard farmers do I have, and how many men do I need to pour into the army? Yeah, the best way to do this is go ahead and buy 1842s. But that was, boy, that was expensive. That hurt. I did not like spending that much money, but that's the only way I'm going to get all of these guys in. And there it is, 2016, the last guy. So these rebores are 11. So it's basically the first division is 1855s and a palmetto, and then a lot of 1842s. And the guys on this side are rebores. And that's going to work out just fine.